Hello, I'm Dragon Rage, and this is a mod tutorial on Botania. Botania is a mod about magic and flowers. So during this I'll be going over the basics, the machines and apparatus, how to make a flower farm, and the mana enchanter. Throughout your world you'll randomly come across mystical flowers. There are 16 variants and one of every colour. You'll want to start collecting a lot of these before you start making anything with the mod. The first flower you'll want to make is a pure daisy. The job of the pure daisy is to turn wood and stone into living wood and living rock by placing them around the flower. It'll take a while, but soon enough you'll have living wood and living rock. These are used to craft other blocks in the mod which are used to manipulate mana, like the mana pool which stores it and the mana spreader which transmits it. Now I'll go over the flowers that you can make. There are 6 generating flora which produce mana from certain conditions, and 9 functional flora that use mana in order to do certain tasks. There's Daybloom, which produces mana from sunlight, the Nightshade, which produces mana from any instance where the Daybloom doesn't work, like underground or at night time. The Hydrangeas produce mana from water blocks, the Firm Lilies produce mana from lava blocks, the Rosa Arcana uses the player's experience to produce mana, and the Endoflame uses combustible fuels like coal. Now for the functional flora. The Bellthorn uses mana to damage nearby mobs. The Hophock acts as a hopper and feeds items into chests. The Tiger's Eye scares away creepers. The Jaded Amaranthus produces more mystical flowers at the cost of some mana. The Exoflame uses mana in order to power a furnace without the need of fuel, as well as making it slightly faster. The Orchid uses a large amount of mana in order to turn stone into various ores. The Fallen Canade uses mana to give any nearby players a regeneration effect. Dagger Carnation is a fertilizer flower as it increases the speed at which crops grow. And finally, the Hensai Dream makes nearby mobs attack each other. Here are some blocks which I didn't go over earlier. There's the Runic Altar, which is a block which uses certain items and a bit of mana in order to create runes, which are used for some of the higher level flowers. The Mana Detector releases a redstone pulse after it detects mana. The Mana Void deletes mana, and the Mana Distributor distributes mana across any other mana pool that is adjacent to it. This is the Pottle Apothecary, which is used to create any other flower in the mod. It uses a bucket of water, certain petals, and seeds in order to create the flower. Using the Jaded Amaranthus, you can create a farm which will infinitely produce flowers provided you give it enough mana. You want an Emmy system plus Emmy transition plane, a dispenser, the Jaded Amaranthus, and a water bucket, and redneck cable and a programmable redneck controller. So you'll want to place it here, somewhere preferably away from a large patch of grass, but I just had this like this to show you what not to do. You want to place next to it, below it, a dispenser facing upwards, and put a water bucket in there, as well as 4 spaces of dirt in a straight line for flowers to spawn, as this is the maximum range of this flower. Connecting to the dispenser, you'll want some redneck cable and the redneck controller. And you'll want to set it to wave square timer, constant, and I find that 135 is probably the best one to have it at, as it gives the flower just enough time to spawn 4 flowers before the water bucket is enabled. So once you have that, make sure it's set to the right side on the output, and like that. You'll also want to place a mana pool nearby the flower with a lot of mana. It won't use too much mana up, however, you'll want to keep it stocked up. Then at the end here, you'll want your transition plane also facing upwards, and connect that to your ME system. And then it should work and it'll start storing flowers. Like that. The water will break the flowers and carry them into the transition plane, which will put them into the ME system. Now for the mana enchanter. For this you'll need 17 obsidian, 1 lapis lazuli block, and 10 of any mystical flower. You'll also need 12 iron ingots, 12 gold ingots, and 6 diamonds. So you'll want to convert all the iron into mana steel, and the diamond into mana diamonds. Then put them in a crafting table like this, and you'll get 6 mana pylons. So now you have to construct the enchanter. You'll want to dig a hole about this shape for the obsidian to go in. Like this. With 4 spots left pretty much in the center for 4 flowers to go. Then you can put the lapis block in the absolute center. And then 6 more flowers go on 2 sides of the outer edge. One goes there, there, and there, and the same on the other side. Then you'll also want to put mana pylons on top of each of the outside flowers. Then right click on the lapis and you got a mana enchanter. You'll also want a mana pool nearby your mana enchanter, as instead of using levels, the mana enchanter uses mana. So to enchant any tool or weapon with mana, right click on the mana enchanter with your tool and drop a book on the ground. Then right click on the mana enchanter with the wand of the forest and particle effects. If it has enough mana, it will enchant the item, and if not, then it will just stay like that. And then you have your enchanted iron sword, for instance. Lastly, before this video ends, I'm just going to say that it was recorded on a custom mod pack for the Dragon Tech server. If you're interested in playing on this server or this mod pack, there'll be a link in the description. That's for all, and thanks for watching.